can support the committees all they want in the but not as committee members. So, that's how I feel about that, but,
And can I just add your, point about there being 4 members on a committee from one, that wasn't.
One single member district.
Correct, but the goal when these committees were set up was to have a representative from each single member district. So each chair attempted to get a person from each single member district, but they could not get that person.
So I understand that, and I understand what Commissioner Carly is saying, and that's why I think this needs to be tabled, so we can address all the issues of how these committees are working. And to the point of the committees should be represented by the constituents, like I've said before, we have 40 ANCs in the district, and I would like us to take a time to look at how the other ANCs with committees operate, so that we can make a discussion on research versus just our opinion that it should be run this way versus that way. So that's why I said it, but I respect why there are 4 from one SMD. I know the reason I happen to be one of them on there, but I think we should take a look at the committees as a whole.
oh, okay, well, let's do this separately then. Do we have, first do we have a motion to, remove, item number 11 from the agenda? Or you just stated it?
Yes.
Okay, is there a second to that?
Yeah, second.
And now we can discuss whether or not to remove it. I think we need to keep it on the agenda, personally, for the reasons I stated earlier.
So are we doing a roll call vote now?
Well, now, is there any more discussion?
Yeah. When is membership set to renew? Is it in March?
February, right?
We start recruitment after this meeting, and committee members serve from May of the year to the next April. There's no limit on committee members' terms, so I mean, if somebody likes what they're doing and everybody wants them to stay on the committee, they continue.
So putting this off will have a detrimental effect in February.
I would believe so.
Not to
Will
mention,
it?
I'm a chair, so, and that would be a.
Oh, you mean for but you could step down as chair.
Right, but then I would have to get another chair, and we will still have this table.
That would happen anyway with this resolution, because you would have to step down.
Well, okay. Is there any more discussion? Do we just want a yea or nay vote?
So what is the resolution about then?
The resolution is to the resolution is to have a meeting, well, placed on the agenda next month, that we will change the bylaws of the committee agenda, of the committee rules to state uncategorically that ANC committee members will not be on the separate commission members will not be on the committee.
Why can't they be on the committee?
Well, because we wanted to have the community input. We wanted to be mostly driven by community members and how they feel. And I personally feel that ANC commissioners could unjustly, well, not unjustly, but inadvertently
But as
drive the
as
commission
commission
in
members,
certain ways.
aren't we automatically a member of each committee?
No, we're not.
I mean, but at some point, there was a discussion about each of us having a committee to follow.
Right, but that's following informally, unofficially.
And that really never happened, I was the only one that had.
Yeah, so,
that was following my committee.
But I'm trying to clarify what this resolution will mean, and her discussion is that so we're not allowed to go to any of the
No, you're not,
committee meetings?
not at all. You're just not allowed to be on a sitting committee, standing committee,
A member of.
a member of a standing committee.
I don't see what that has to do, I don't see the conflict of interest.
Well, it's not a conflict of interest, it's more like a way, it's more like a philosophy. We would love to have more community input. And that would be, that's the goal of the committees, of the standing committees. And we need more community members to join. I mean, I implore you to find a committee that you like and please be on there, but, for right now, I think that we should try to, keep, ANC commissioner influence as, to the minimum.
Stay out.
Well, right now, Andre, we have about, I think, 9 committees, is it 9 committees?
I can't remember how many, but.
There's about 9 committees, there's only, I believe, 2 or 3 of them even functional. So, functional meaning that they have someone that's representing that committee. This resolution is stating that, if you're on this ANC, you can't be on the committee. So we have committees out there, there's no one on them. And if one of us wanted to be on, let's say, the seniors committee, we can't do that and it's sitting there because, we can't find anyone within our ANCs to be on them. That's one of the reasons why I think if you have passionate commissioners, they should be able to be on the committees. But I don't wanna argue that point. My point here is to table this so we can have further discussions.
Say what you have to say.
No, it was Scott wanting to say something.
Is your concern about over-influence or undue influence, so to speak?
Yeah, over undue influence, it does.
Over or undue influence?
There's concern there with me.
Well, the point of the committee is to give a recommendation to the commission. So if a commissioner is giving the recommendation